Transgender Day of Remembrance. My name is Kelsey Murray, and I am the chair of the LGBTQIA+ Intersectional Task Force, a part of the Salem Human Rights Commission. We are here to memorialize the hundreds of transgender people who are murdered each year, the majority of whom are trans women of color. We also aim to bring attention to the violence and oppression that they experience. This event is observed internationally and held annually on November 20th to honor Rita Hester, whose murder on November 29th, 1998, spurred the Remembering Our Dead web project and Candlelight Vigil in San Francisco in 1999. Rita Hester's murder, like most anti-trans murder cases, has yet to be solved. We understand that the gender binary is a colonial construct and affirm the diversity of gender identity and gender expression of people around the world, especially those who are reclaiming their identities and roles lost, erased, and vilified due to colonialization. Additionally, the growing racism and xenophobia in many countries is an additional threat to trans migrants and people of color. We work using anti-oppression intersectionality and decolonialization as our framework to ground ourselves in the complex realities of oppression and violence, and to seek to address issues that concern and affect trans communities local to our region. Every day, trans people fight for their right to live. Behind every murder is a society that does not protect trans lives, that does not provide safety and dignity to trans people. Today, we remember and mourn those we lost. We honor their legacies every day. Between October 2021 and September 2022, 327 trans and gender diverse people were reported murdered worldwide. Behind every name stands a life, a person who fought and laughed, who supported others, a person who loved and was loved. We fight for trans futures. Some trigger warnings for this evening. We'll be discussing anti-trans violence, murder, transphobia, as well as racism. I would like to welcome our MC for the evening, Angelo Arredondo, the chair of the Salem Human Rights Commission.
All right, thank you everybody for attending this event. As Kelsey said, I am Angelo Arredondo. I am the chair of the Salem Human Rights Commission. Thank you to everybody who's watching either live or via our broadcast this evening, or at a future time. For those of you in the audience, if you're comfortable, you're welcome to stay as you are seated. If you'd like, certainly move forward. We are glad that you're here. I and Mayor Hoy will be sharing a few remarks. Then 4 volunteers will read the names of those who have lost their lives. I will then close our evening. The Human Rights Commission advises our mayor and city council on local human rights issues. We work with individuals in our community who have experienced hate, bias, or discrimination. For as long as I have been chair, we have been holding this event. I think it is an important observance, and I am glad to be part of this evening. It is now my honor to introduce to you Mayor Chris Hoy.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening for this important observance. I want to take a moment and thank the community members from our Human Rights Commission who made this evening possible. Kelsey Murray, Kathy Ponzione, Amelia Knight, Angelo Arredondo, Mike Waters, Snarfy Knudsen, Tricarico Schwartz, and Michael Winterfield. Thank you all. I wish this event wasn't necessary, but sadly it is. No death is acceptable. It runs contrary to the human rights policy of the city, which is that all persons should fully experience the life of the city. That means all persons, full stop, regardless of gender identity. I want to take time in this somber moment to call attention to the policy and to the resources we have. Chapter 97 of the Salem Revised Code is our human rights code. If anyone is experiencing bias, hate, or discrimination, I urge you to report that to our Human Rights Commission. The Commission works closely with individuals to to denounce the hate and work toward remedy. We know hate against one person is hate against the community, and we stand together with each person who has experienced bigotry. Please reach out to the volunteers and staff who are assembled to help if you or someone is aware of a need. With this policy, with expression of values as a people, and by working to hold people accountable who violate these community expectations, we will do all we can to prevent violence in Salem. I thank each of you for joining in this important observance this evening.
Thank you, Mayor Hoare. We will now honor over 300 people who lost their lives due to anti-transgender violence. In observance, you each should have a tea light candle. I invite you to turn on your candle with me now. 4 volunteers will be reading the names: Mike Waters, Tricarico Schwartz, Snarfy Knudsen, and Michael Winterfield. Mike, please begin.
Good evening. La Pocha, Royal Poetical Stars, Name Unknown, Gabriela Hanna Irrente, Robertina da Silva, Nefes Balkan, Saima, Andrea Velasco Amaya, Elcho, Paola Lagaga, Mel Robert Groves, Danifi, Yaki Nahera, Stephanie Ferreira de Oliveira, Kiva Scatter, Jesse Hart, Name Unknown, Sofia Clementina Noriega, Name Unknown, Taia Hagatha Luana, Victoria Rodriguez Ferraz, Joe Acker, Joey Jojo Spencer, Ricky True Starlet Alto Muro,
AG, Huapaya Morales, Carla Tovar, Jenny De Leon, Alicia Diaz, Markeisha Lawrence, Kaiwane Chirco, Danielle Johnson, Larea, Joey Diaz Jimenez, Angel Neda, Helen Bridget Maldonado, Kitty Russo, Julia Madsen, Rogelio Diego dos Santos, Gabriela Gabri Cabrera, Alejandra Valeria Lopez, Ceci de Rosas Mama Osa, Apinat Plukplium, Name Unknown, Berak, Estrella, Calaita Sorales, Artemisia Dominguez, Nakai David, Daria, Andreli Priscilla de Melo.
Martina Caldera, Christina Cantillo Martinez, La Devaza, Mani, name unknown, Yasmin Fontes, Bijli, Ashu, name unknown, Sarahi Atenia, Akshitha, Penny Millar, Kimmery M. Morim, Shirley, Toff, Laura Vinny, Usha Rani, Zanaya Williams, Sony, Angie Carolina Patino, name unknown, Kayahona Stone, Bielzenho Costa, Barbara Weimarin, Nikki Turrieta.
Amari Lej, Myra, Duval Princess, Belinda Schneider, Beatrice, Jocelyn Calito, Brisa Garces Flores, Aldana Lawrence, Zen Black, Carla Valentina Espinoza Lord, Diana Carrington, Christian Nicola, F.E. Caetano, Lovely, name unknown, Talia Rodriguez, Yasmin De Silva, Paloma, name unknown, Karina Lopez, Gunai Azildiz, name unknown, Perola Almeida, Stephanie Melody, Wendy Espinosa, Ximena Garcia, Paulina Ferreira, Sitlali,
Name unknown. Alexa Valle Landaverde, Doski Azad, Leon Pindo Cuenca, Pamela Correa. Name unknown. Michelle. Dayani Cavalcante da Silva. Kimberly Villegas. Valentin Quezada Saldias. Beatrice Woza. Beatrice Bastos. Matthew Angelo Spampinato. Lauren Guzman. Priscilla Santos. Bunty. Julia dos Santos Silva. Sabrina Fernanda de Oliveira. Sofia Giseli. C. de Azevedo Suarez. J. L. da Silva. Naomi Skinner. Cypress Ramos. Larissa Correa. Johanna Sanchez. Gabby Matos.
Isabella Vargas. Pamela. Tiffany Menenses. Gabriela Monteiro. Britney Spears. Samuel Hoffman. Bruna Kimberly. Veronica Martinelli. Christina Blackstar. Paloma Vasquez. Catherine Salazar. Luana Rico Costa. Name withheld. Brent Wood. Isabella de Aruja Farias. Viridiana. Duda Marins. Catherine Newhouse. Luo. Paula Mesquita. Andrea Rosso Rolón La Leona. Patricia Mazzini Manco. Soraya. Chand. Mano.
Tatiana LaBelle, Titi. Samira Ifikar. Priscilla Santos, Priscilla Diva. Estrelita Saltos Robalino. VRV. Yessie Montero. Kesha Webster. Coconut. S. M. Chic. Lorena. Fernanda Lopez Sommer. Maya Love Parker. Ariana Mitchell. Chrislane Dos Santos. Shelani Viloria. Reki Pa Reki. Yaneth. Name unknown. Christian. Gracia Devora. Name unknown. Lucia Smith. Name unknown. Annika. Name unknown.
Fern Feather. Name unknown. R. Da Silva Franco. Mildred Castillo Jimenez. Fernandina. Name unknown. Larissa Carvalho. Name unknown. Kelly Keys Rosa. Tiffany Landino Bronco. Renata Cavacente. Renata Ferraz. Morgana. Carla Michelle Shavira Chavez. Sabrina Caligari. C. Messias. Roxy Tumbaco Orala. Mariana Jaramillo. Carla. Anne Souza. Michelle Marquez Mona. Carla Crease. Naomi Fernandez de Souza. Adiala Garcia Castaño. Ray Muscat. Sanjana.
Bruna. Sasha Mason. Nedra Morris. Sequence. Estefani Rodriguez Soares. Name unknown. K. Abdul Gajir. Maddie Hoffman. Monica Ribeiro. Miguel Angel Perez Leal. Bianca Machado Rodriguez. Dee Hall. La Flaca. Joyce Medeiros. Camila. Amy Winehouse. I. P. Rani Fada. Chanalika Yela Dior Hemingway. Sid. Name unknown. Yuridira Pizarro. Camila Boloco. Camila Ignacia. Carla Machado Noya. Camila Bertolotti. Lou Henrique.
Burgel Catalonia Tumicad. Shiza. Estefania Fernandez, Betty. Swane Maradiaga. Atena Quiroz de Silva. Vianney Navarrete. Thirafong Lamluea. Brazil Johnson. Daniele do Carmo Santos. Name unknown. FC Feria Lima. Name unknown. Charmaine McClam. Kaif. Carmen Lucia Alves de Souza, Lou. Estrellita Martinez Correa. Victoria de Lima. Cromada. Kitty Monroe. A. Masi. Nancy Sakul Tut. C.A. Castilla Morales. Cherry Bush. Isabella Sandoval. Jasper Aaron Lynch.
Kelly Romero Hernandez. Name unknown. Jimmy J. Lee. Sabrina Houston. Martazia Richmond. Laura Croft. Tamara Campos. Nikki. Toy Davis. Anna Paula Albino Lovera. Rena Tinha. Sasha Barrianevo. Kashia Chanel Geeter. Lavinia De Silva Pereira. Camilla Rodriguez Diaz. Shanaz. Hayden Neva Davis. Camilla Marie Swan Didi. Desianne Franca. Sarah Nicole Munoz Policios. Maricela Castro. Muscan. Isabella Yonka. Amanda Ira Kaete. Ignacia Palma.
Kimbella Kimball. Name unknown. Name unknown. Rodrigo Ventosia. Name unknown. Sofia Vera. Bia. Name unknown. Name unknown. Pamela. Donna Alejandra Napas Corredor. A.C.D. Morrison. Victoria Alejandra Aranisi. Violeta Marojos, Didi Ricks, Marimar Santiago Estrelita, Regina Allen Maya, Zoya, Karina Guzman, Kushbu, Malte C, Jessica Martinez, Paloma Cruz, Renato Estrada, Salome,
Name unknown. Teresa Montaño, Victoria Magalhaes, Carolina de Leon Montaño, Renata Garcia, Susana Villarreal, or Susie, Samaj Sincere Billingsley, name unknown, Luna Flores, Nicole Ruiz, Milena, Wafa, Esti Sawe, Rawani, Rosa Salvaje, Valeria, Isabella Alvarez, Bella, Nila. Now I'll invite Angelo to come back.
Thank you each for assisting us in this observance. I know for me it is hard to think about the loss of life and opportunity that each needlessly faced. That is why I'm glad to gather and glad to work proactively on human rights issues at the local level. This concludes our evening. We will be staying after for about 15 minutes should you want to talk. Thank you for attending.